Okay, so in the first exercise, what all topics did we cover?
The last topic that we covered was Pythagorean triple.
Okay. And what more?
And then we completed some like how to we did we found the last digit of the square number.
Okay, so we completed the Pythagoras triplet. Okay, fine. So today we basically have to start with the square root thing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I shall be sharing questions with you all, and you'll have to do those questions. Okay. So, okay, just tell me before that do you all have any doubts regarding the previous topic?
No.
Just give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Give me a minute. Okay. So the first question, please note down. You have to find the square root, okay? And okay, just tell me that what are the methods of finding the square root?
Prime factorization and division method.
And one more thing is there.
Repeated
We
subtraction.
studied three methods. First was
Estimation.
prime factorization.
Estimation.
How to use estimation for finding square roots?
Uh,
How will you estimate?
Long
like
division.
Tell me. Estimation is not possible. Estimation means basically to predict anything. We cannot predict the answer, right? We need a valid answer, a proper answer. So estimation can't be the case. Second we have is repeated subtraction. Right. And the third is the division method. Fine. Now remember that if none of the method is mentioned in the question, like the question says, just simply says that find the square root of the following number. You can follow any method of your choice. You can do by prime factorization, repeated subtraction, as well as division method. But if the question says, okay, let's just wait for Ammar, and by the time we can just practice a little questions of the previous thing only. Okay, we'll start a new topic with Ammar only.
ma'am, can you explain the repeated division repeated subtraction method?
Yeah, I can explain you. Let's just wait for Ammar and then I'll explain the new topic. Okay, we'll start square roots when Ammar also joins.
Okay.
By the time you can do this question, you have to. The question says, I'll give separate questions. As for you, the question is find the Pythagoras triplet. In which one member is 12. Or both of you only attempt this question. Quickly attempt it. You have 2 minutes for this question. Then I'll discuss it. Done?
Yes.
Okay, look here. So first of all, the question says find the Pythagoras triplet in which one member is 12. Okay, just tell me what are the members of the Pythagoras triplet?
Ma'am, 2m,
Okay,
m square minus 1 and m square plus 1.
2m, m square plus 1 and
M square
M
minus
square
1.
minus 1.
yeah. So now 12 can be any of the member, right? It can either be 12m, it can be m square plus 1 and it can be m square minus 1 as well. So I do not know which of the member is 12, but I just know it is one of the members. So what we are going to do is we are going to try to just adjust 12 to all of these values. And we'll see that for which value of m do I get a proper answer. Let's try for m square minus 1 equals 12. So m square comes out to be 13 and m comes out to be root 13. Now see, root 13 is clearly not a rational number, right? That means it is not true. And then I'll try for m square plus 1. Now m square plus 1 is 12, so m square comes out to be 11 and m comes out to be root 11. Right, now this is also not a rational number, so this is also not correct. Finally, I'm going to try 2m gives me 12 and m shall give me 12 by 2, which is 6. Right. Now, this can be a true value. Why? Because I am getting a rational number over here. Right. So, if I assume m as 6, so I clearly know that one of the member 2m is 12. Okay. Now, what are the other members? Other members are m square plus 1 and m square minus 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the value of m to both of these. Here also I'll put the value of m and here also I'll put the value of m. First I'll get 6 square plus 1. 6 square is 36 plus 1. I get 37 as the next member. And here I have 6 square minus 1. So 35 is my next answer. So what are my, the Pythagoras triplets are 12, 37 and 35. Fine. Now
Yes,
see,
ma'am.
you can also check your answer. Like in exam, if you have some time and you are just thinking that is your answer right or wrong, you can very easily check it. Which is the biggest of them all? It's 37. So just do 37 square. And this should be equal to 12 square plus 35 square. Because this is the meaning of Pythagoras triplet, right? That the square of the largest number should be equal to the sum of the squares of the other two numbers. Right. So for 37 square, it should be equal to 12 square plus 35 square. If you do this, if you get the same answer like LHS is equal to RHS, that means your answer is correct. And if you do not get the same answer, like your LHS is not equal to RHS, that means you have made some mistake in the answer and your 37, 12 or whatever answers you're getting, that is not correct. This particular question, I know 12, 37, 35 is the correct answer, so I'm not solving it because I already know it's the correct answer. Do you understand this question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'll give the same question, but here the member is one of the members is 18. Start this.
Done, ma'am.
Done. And Aswan, what about you?
I'm doing on
Just give me 1 second. Okay, so what's the answer that you're getting?
Ma'am,
2,
18, 18, 82.
Repeat again.
18, sorry, 18, yeah, 18, 80, and 82.
18, 18, and 82.
80, ma'am, 80,
Okay,
and
80
82.
and
82.
82.
okay. So let's check. 2m you will take as 18, right? So m will be equal to 9. If m is equals to 9, so m square minus 1 will be equal to 9 square is 81. 81 minus 1 will be 80.
80.
Okay, then m square plus 1.
82.
Yeah, right.
Yes, ma'am.
Then your answer is correct. Okay, now I'll teach you one thing. I don't remember if I told you this in the previous class or not. Do you know how to find the square of the numbers which ends with the digit 5? This is a shortcut to that thing. For example, you have 25. Okay, how will you find the square root? First, what is the square? What is the square of 5?
Ma'am, 25.
Yeah, 20. So first you're going to write 25. Okay. Now
Ma'am,
we
but any number, ma'am, any number ending with 5 is always divisible by 5, right?
any number ending with 5 is always divisible by 5. That is obviously correct. That is the divisibility test. I'm not talking about the divisibility test. What I'm talking about here is finding the square of 25. Like any number which is ending with 5, finding the square of that number. For example, you have 25. So what will be 25 square? 25 square, to find 25 square, we have a shortcut for that. First, you're going to do 5 square. Okay, so on doing 5 square, you will get 25. Fine. Now, over here, you're going to leave a blank space. And in this blank space, what you will write, what is the number next to 5? You have 2. So you will do 2 multiplied with 1 plus 2. What is 1 plus 2? 3.
3.
So 2 multiplied with 2, you get 6. So here you can write 6.
Now, how 1 plus 2?
That you have to do. That is a method. This is a shortcut that I'm talking about.
Okay, ma'am.
I'll explain you one. For example, you have
What is
15 square. Okay. First, listen. You have 15 square. So what you're going to do is, what is the square of 5? It's 25.
25?
It's 25, not 35. Right. Now, what is the number after 5? 1.
Ma'am,
1
the answer
into
is
2 plus 1?
1
325.
plus 1.
Ma'am, 325.
First, tell me what is 1 plus 1?
Oh, 1 plus
2.
1. 2. 225.
2. So you're going to do 1 into 2. 1 into 1 plus 1. Here also I did
220.
2 into 2 plus 1. So 1 into 1 plus 1 is 2. So 1 into 2 comes out to be 225.
Okay.
Okay, let's consider that you have 115. Now what you will do? What is the square of 5? 25. Now here you have 11. 11 you will multiply with 11 plus 1.
Okay, ma'am. So
Right?
12.
So 11 plus 1 is 12. So you can do 12 into 11. 132. So you'll write 132 over here. Fine.
Okay.
So the square of 115 is 13225. Clear? Now I'll give you various questions and you have to use this method only. You do not have to directly multiply. You have to use this method. Find 15 square, 95 square.
This where you want to give the answer, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Ma'am, I got the answer.
For all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell me.
First one is 225.
Okay, so how did you do?
Um, so the square root of 5 is 25.
Yeah, not square root, the square of 5 is
Yeah, the
25.
square. Okay. So I did 1 into 1 plus 1, which gave 2. So 1 into 2, 225.
Okay, correct. Next
Then
one, next
95.
one, let us one tell the
So
next one.
Ma'am,
uh,
ma'am, 5 square equals 25.
Okay,
So 9 plus 1 equals 10. So 9 into 10 equals 90.
okay, so 9025.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next, Ramesh tell.
ma'am, then again we get the square of 5 is 25.
Okay,
So 11 plus 10 plus 1 equals 11. So 10 into 11 equals 110. 110.
yeah, so 1025.
Yeah.
Right, next.
And next, the square of 5 is 25. Then 20 plus 1 equals 21. So 21 into 20 is equals to 420.
Okay, correct. Now we come to the next question. You have to find the square of the following number without actual addition. Okay, so you have without
Without
actual
multiplication.
multiplication. Yeah, 39 square, 42 square.
And we should do this without multiplication.
Yeah, without multiplication.
Ma'am, can you explain the question? I'm not
Yeah,
understanding it.
sure. Okay, see. That means what we have to do here is, like, you don't have one way of finding the square of 39 is you can do 39 multiplied with 39. But I mentioned in the question that you don't have to do this. That means you have to find some other method. So what can be that method? Just break down 39. How can you break down 39? You can either write 30 plus 9 whole square, or you can do 40 minus 1 whole square. Right? You can do either one of these things. I would you can break down into any manner, right?
Ma'am, can I do the
Uh,
first answer? I want to see if it's correct.
What are you saying?
Ma'am, can I say the first answer? I want to see if it's correct.
Yeah, tell me what's your answer.
Ma'am, is the first one 1521?
Okay, let's check now. So look here, I'll do by both the methods, right? So first it is 30 plus 9 whole square. What is the identity of a plus b whole square?
Ma'am, a plus b whole square.
Let Ramesh tell.
um, it's like a square plus b square
Yeah,
plus. Then I
plus
forgot the second
2ab.
part.
I taught you this
Okay.
thing in the previous class as well, Ramesh. You need to revise the concept. So it's very important. I taught you in the previous class. A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. And what is a minus b square? A minus b square is equals to a square plus b square minus 2ab. Fine. So you have like a plus b whole square. So you will have 30 square plus 9 square plus 2 into 30 into 9. Fine. Then
Okay,
you
ma'am.
can solve it. You will have, what is 30 square? 900 plus 9 square is 81 plus 18 into 30. So 981 here you will have, and then you will have 540. Then you can add these and you will get 1521. Yes, your answer is correct.
Okay, ma'am.
You're getting the same answer. Now see, you
Second,
could have also
side.
used this method. Now by 40 minus 1 whole square also you will get the same answer only. Okay?
That's one. The
Yes.
second one also.
Okay, now we'll check the second as well.
What is the second one? 1764?
See, second one can be broken down into 40 plus whole square. 40 plus 2 whole square. So what is 40 plus 2 whole square? It can be written as 40 square plus 2 square plus 2 into 40 into 2. Right? So you'll have 1600 plus 4 plus 160. Okay. So you have 4 over here, 6, 7 and 1.
I got the same answer.
Yeah, that's correct. Then next you
I
have
got
67 square. One I'll do by subtraction. So 67 square can be written as 70 minus 3 whole square. Right? So how will you solve 70 minus 3 whole square? You will do like 70 square plus 3 square minus 2 into 70 into 3. Right?
74,900.
Yeah. What are you saying?
And 70 square is equal to 4900.
Yeah, let me solve. You have 4900 plus 9, 420. Right? Then you can add all of these. You have 9, then 2, 8. No, no, wait. 13 and 5. So you have 5329.
Okay.
Are you getting this answer?
Ma'am, I was doing the second one.
You didn't understand the second one.
No, ma'am, I was doing the last one.
Okay, okay. Just do it, complete it.
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, now the next question is,
Is it 5328?
what are you saying?
But when I
What happened?
no, I made a slight mistake.
No problem. If you have any doubts up till here, you can ask me.
No, ma'am.
Okay, now we shall come to the square roots part. Okay, we have revised this segment a lot of time now. See, so you have various methods of finding the square roots of any number. For example, first I'll tell you the prime factorization method. Okay, now in the prime factorization method, what do you do? For example, you have 144. So you're going to do the prime factorization of 144. So you'll have right now just make pairs of these numbers. First you have one pair, then you have another pair, then you have one more pair. So you basically have 2 into 2 into 3. So what's your answer? It comes out to be 12. That means 144 root is equal to 12. Fine? Yes. Now just find the square root of the following number. Okay, first listen to one more method. You have repeated subtraction. Now, via the method of repeated subtraction, you can also check if the number is a perfect square or not. Right? Now, what is repeated subtraction? In the method of repeating subtraction, for example, I have 144 again. So, what you're going to do is you're going to keep subtracting odd numbers. Like first you subtract 1, you will have 143. Then you subtract 3, you will have 140. Then you subtract 5, you will have 135. Then you subtract 7, you will have 128. Then you subtract 9, you will have 119. Then you subtract 11, you will have 108. Then you subtract 12, I'm sorry, 13, you will have 95. Then you subtract 17, you will have 8, oh wait, 8, 78 you will have. Okay, then you subtract 19, you will have 59. Then you subtract 21, you will have 38. Then you subtract 23, you will have 15. Then you will subtract, I guess we made a mistake somewhere. You have 144. You subtracted 1, you got 143. Okay. Then you subtracted 3, you got 140. Then you subtracted 5. 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. Okay, I missed 15. Sorry. We'll do 95 minus 15. You will have 80. Then you will do minus 17. 63 minus 19. 44 minus 21. 23 minus 23, you have 0. Right? So what I did is, see what numbers am I subtracting? I'm subtracting 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 15, 17, 19, 21 and 23. Now all of these are basically, these are odd numbers. And these are consecutive odd numbers. Right? Now, what do I do with consecutive odd numbers? If I keep on subtracting them from a given number, I get, like, how many odd numbers have I subtracted? 1, 2, 3, 4,
12.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the number of odd numbers that you subtract, that you keep on subtracting from a particular number, it is going to give you the answer. Like I subtracted 12 odd numbers. So 1 root 144 is equal to 20. Okay, if I am subtracting 13 odd numbers from any particular given number, that means the square root of that number is 13. Fine. Now, if you get 0 at last, that means the given number is a perfect square. But if you do not get 0 at the last, that means the given number is not a perfect square. Fine. Now you have to tell me, you don't have to find the square root, you have to tell me that which of the following number is a perfect square. Okay, you have 121, then you have 55, then you have 36, 49, 90. You have to tell me which of the following is a perfect square. Okay, by repeated subtraction.
Now we have to do it.
Yes.
Hi, ma'am. I had internet issues, so I joined late.
Okay, it's Amar in the class. Okay. No worries, Amar. So we are just revising the next topic, which is square roots. Right. And I have given this particular question to solve. I hope that you remember how we used the method of repeated subtraction to find if a given number is a perfect square or not. Do you remember the method?
Yes, ma'am.
See, I'll just quickly revise it for you. For example, you have 144. So for 144, you have to check if it is a square number or not, a perfect square number. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep on subtracting odd numbers from the given number. Okay, so you have like 144 minus 1, then minus 3, minus 5, minus 7, and so on. If you get 0 at the last, that means your answer is correct. Your number is a perfect square number. Okay, and if you're not getting 0 at the last, that means it is not a perfect square number. Right? You remember this? Will you be able to do these questions?
Done, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm having. I can't hear.
What are you saying, Amar?
That's done.
Amar, you are mute. Please put on your mic. Amar, am I audible to you?
I'm unable to hear you. My speaker is not working, ma'am.
If you have your any ear plug or any device, then you can connect your earphones. Am I audible to you, Amar?
वो दूसरा वाला स्पीकर अंदर रखा हुआ है. अरे दूसरे वाली तरफ नहीं, बंद करके खुलवा जाता. लैपटॉप बंद करो. डिस्कनेक्ट करो उसको. बंद कर दो मीटिंग, डिलीट करो.
Okay, so have you both done?
Yes.
I guess.
That means also, okay, so let's discuss the first one. Is it a
Ma'am, I
perfect count?
Ma'am, root 121 is equals to 11.
Okay, correct. Then next.
Ma'am, it's not a square. Second one
Okay,
is not a
so
perfect square.
yes, next.
6.
And third one,
6.
root 36 is equals to 6.
Okay, correct.
7. Fourth one.
Okay, correct. 7.
My last
It's
one,
not a
not a
perfect
perfect.
square.
Not a perfect. Correct. So this is how we use the method of repeated subtraction. I hope this is clear to you.
So,
Now you have to find the square root of the following numbers via the prime factorization method. Okay. So question 1 is the square root of 6400. Do it by prime factorization. And second question is you have to tell me
And for the second one, we can use any method.
what are you saying?
And for the second one, can we use any method?
No, you have to use the prime factorization method only.
Ma'am, what is the second question? Yes, ma'am.
Amar, do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I
So
got the
the
answers for both.
Yeah, just wait for 1 minute, Ramesh. Let Amar catch up. So Amar, I'm given the question where you have to find the square root of 6400 via the prime factorization method. So do you remember the prime factorization method? Just listen here now. Okay, Ramesh and Afan, you both also listen. Now I'm discussing the answer. So for 6400, what you're going to do is you're going to find the square root by the prime factorization. Like you'll do 2 into 3200, then 1600, 800, 400, 200, 100, 50, 25, 5, and then finally 1. So what all you have? You have
Ma'am,
2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Yes.
ma'am, but it like this, but I took 5 in the first one. I mean 6400. I divided it by 5, ma'am.
No, you cannot divide it by 5. That is not the correct way of finding the prime factors. For finding the prime factors, you always divide with the smallest number first. Okay, like
Okay.
which is 2. Right. So I'll just make the pairs here itself. So first pair is this one pair, the second pair, the third pair, the fourth pair, and the fifth pair finally. So
But I
you have
still got the correct answer, ma'am. Yes, ma'am,
just
I have 4 pairs. Ma'am, I have 4 pairs of 2 and 1 pair of 5.
okay. So if you're getting pair of 5, you got how many pair of 5 you got,
Now 1 pair of 5.
and how many pair of 2?
2, ma'am. 4 pairs of 2.
No, see, Aslan, it may be possible that in this particular question you are getting this answer, but this is the wrong method. In other question, you will always get the wrong answer. You always take the smallest prime number first,
Okay, ma'am.
right? So you'll have 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5, 4 into 4 into 5.
80.
80.
Okay. That means root 6400 is equal to 80.
Okay, ma'am.
Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now next question is, here's one more over here itself.
Ma'am, I
Find
don't
969.
understand.
Which one?
I don't understand the second one. Like, I don't understand the question.
No problem. See, you have 90. So for 90, what you're going to do is, just do the prime factorization. You have 45, then you have 15, then you have 5, and then you have 5. So for 90, you can write as 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. Fine. Now you have one pair. One pair of 3 is here. Right. Now what about 2 and 5? So 2 and 5. 2 and 5 are left alone. That means they cannot form any pair. Hence, 90 is not a perfect square. Okay, a perfect square number has all the prime factors in the paired form. They're not present individually. Now do this question.
But for 90 also 5 would,
What are you saying, Aswan? So that's the wrong method. Correct it. I told you. Find the smallest number which is divisible by okay, so you have to find the smallest square number which is divisible by all of these numbers like 6, 9 and 15. Okay, do this. You have 5 minutes for this.
I found the answer.
Ma'am, the answer is 3, right?
It's 3, right?
What are you saying?
Ma'am, the
Ma'am,
answer is
answer is
3.
Um,
No, ma'am. The answer.
the answer is not 3.
Huh?
How can the answer be 3? How can the answer be smaller than the given numbers?
Ma'am, but the
I
It was
small.
3 is divisible by 6
said,
and
find the smallest. I'm sorry, my mistake. I forgot to write. Find the smallest square number. Okay. Find the smallest square number which is divisible by each of the following numbers. Okay.
Ma'am, I still don't understand.
I'll give you a hint. You basically try finding the LCM of 6, 9, and 15 and just try to do something with it.
Okay.
I've taught this question in the class also.
Ma'am, LCM is equals to 90.
Yes, ma'am. LCM is 90.
Now you're mute.
LCM is 90.
LCM is 90. I am mute, ma'am.
Okay, sorry, I was actually speaking. So 6, 9, how can the LCM be 9? That's not correct.
I'm
Uh-huh.
90.
90.
90.
Yes, 90 is correct. But 90 is not a perfect square,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So find for 90, you have 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. These are the prime factors. So you have 2 and 5 left alone. So if you multiply with one more 2 and one more 5, now it will become a perfect square. So if you multiply here, that means you have to multiply on this side also. So what do you get?
So
You get
10 into 90.
900.
900.
Okay. Did you all
Okay,
understand
ma'am.
the question?
Ma'am, so the answer is 900.
Yes.
Ma'am,
So the
can you
smallest,
ma'am,
Ma'am,
could you
so the
explain how to do the
smallest
question?
square number is 900.
yes, smallest square
Ma'am,
number which is divisible by 6, 9 and 15 is 900. Yes, Ramesh,
ma'am,
what are
could
you saying?
could you explain how to get the answer?
See, very simple. What I did was, can you clearly see that you have only one pair over here, which is 3 into 3. See, 90 is written as 2 into 3 into 3 into 5.
Ma'am, not
Right?
that. Could you
Then
explain how did you get 90 as the answer?
90 is the LCM. How do you find the LCM? 6, 9 and 15. How do you find the LCM? You do like this. The prime factorization of all the numbers, you do 2, 3. Keep on dividing them. You have to keep on dividing until you get 1.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Understood.
Okay. So on multiplying these numbers, you have 90. Fine. So are these set of questions clear to all of you?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
So next class we will start division method.
The division method, yes. We'll
Okay.
actually do quite more questions